So, for anyone watching this, if you're yawning now, that's a great way to start this off.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It just shows how bored she is on the inside.
It's not bored, it's just
I'm
medication
bored.
kicking.
I don't even know if it's the medication at this point. It should be settled in by this point. I don't know.
I think we could just put it down to lockdown life.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just really tired and I'm getting headaches more.
Yeah.
I know the headaches are to do with my glasses prescription. I'm going to stop rambling now.
Anyway, greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Devil Darlings. I feel really bad starting it off like that.
It's
Yeah, just
fine.
cut it out.
No, that requires editing, and I can't be bothered editing. Not unless
also like-
needs editing.
It's also like really warm, so.
I'm just realising I've got another tab open there in the window. Like, it's recording Roll20, but I also have a YouTube tab open there with Game Grumps. So I'm just...
Yes, the Tom and Jerry thing is me, Raka. The Tom and Jerry thing is me.
Yeah, I also imagine this one. Who did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to business.
Let me see. How many peoples do we have? 2, 3,
Too
4,
many.
5, 6.
YouTube.
Enough for 8 today. Who is second to last? That would be Santa.
I was gonna say I refuse, but.
Do we have a Santa?
We do, yes. Cool.
Wouldn't the second to last be Raka?
No, on here it's yours purple.
No, on here it's.
Yeah,
Oh,
on hers and mine, I'm second
in the
to last.
Discord. You're talking in the Discord chat.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about the Discord order. I was looking at the Roll20 order.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
third to last. Yes! I feel like I always just barely scrape by with not being the person that you roll because I am literally one up or one down from them.
I usually go off the Discord one because with the Roll21, it layers them weird. Plus there's only 7 of us on there, so we're not there yet.
I think I fixed the problem.
Oh?
You bitch! I'll still sing it.
I'm singing it. I'll still sing it. Just give me a moment, okay? Do it as.
That'll be entirely up to you.
I don't know. Have I done the rolls yet? I don't think I have. At the end of every week, each one of us becomes a geek. Tonight, the DM makes a move. She kills everybody in this. Oh, no, sorry, that's not the line. And all the magic fills the air. I'll never let this feeling go. I'll let the character take control. At the end of every week, each one of us becomes a Uylz because Uylz is cool. I'm super badass. Fuck all of you.
I love the fact that Raka, while you were doing that, changed your name so that you were back down the list.
Dropped you back down there.
Anyway, last time on the Devil Darlings, you all managed to do the ritual to awaken freely by barging into a new person's room. That being, wait, that's the person who's not on. Raali isn't. Fran isn't on the Roll20.
I'm on the Roll20.
Now you are.
I've been on the Roll20 this whole time.
They weren't showing on my screen for you. Anyway, you barged into a new person's room by the name of Jivanta and a little homunculus friend. And you all managed to, air quotes, rope them into joining the group.
Like blackmail?
Yeah, it's less roping in and more like strong arming.
Codi.
I'm not even the one that convinced
Can't get any higher than that.
Codi was gonna go try and get rid of the bounty.
Yep. And Codi also gave her 2 hammers to Freely, who was departed back to guard the rest of his clan. You all managed to go around get some new. You all managed to go around get some new magical stuff. as well.
Huzzah! I got a cloak.
Yes.
I just
don't-
had all my money spent on that one cloak.
I'm pretty sure there was the +1 buckler had another effect other than the AC boost.
It does
I
indeed.
can't
It's
remember it.
It's basically
Cloak-
the same thing as the Petru armor that Allo wears. where you can
Oh,
reflect
the
magic.
reflect magic. Can you type it somewhere so I can paste it in, then I won't forget it?
I will do. I'll do it after this session, just so that
Yeah.
I'm not having to jot that. But yes, your new friend has a bounty on her head, or his head. Her
Her. I always play her.
has a bounty on her head because she stole some jewels from the owner of the casino. So you all decided before you go off to the Citadel to try and clear this debt, just so that there's no bad timings when you come back.
I'm gonna, trying to clear.
Are you sure you're up for today?
You can dip up if you want to.
It's getting steadily harder to focus.
But,
I may request for you to dip up for
I'm just making sure this works properly since I got it last time. Yeah, that's fine. No.
Cody overexerted themselves last time.
Iron's brain is blah.
Iron, go to bed.
But I
Get
don't.
sleep.
Don't make me title this episode "Go to Bed, Iron."
Go the fuck to sleep.
go to sleep.
I know you don't like I know you don't like missing sessions, but at this point you need to go to bed. You're barely able to focus. You are constantly slowing down. At this point you're slurring. You sound like you're drunk. You need some rest. Okay, life is far better, far more important than this game. Go to sleep.
I just noticed there's like 3 Rannas in the chat.
What?
Are you sure about that?
Either way,
I mean,
Are
I'm
you
going
taking
to
my
bed.
contact for Ranna?
There
What?
are, but
Are you-
I'm not.
No, look in the Discord chat.
Discord. There are 3 Ranas.
Oh.
I'm not
Why
crazy.
is there 3 rocks?
Not crazy. He just needs to go to bed.
There is now 4 Rannas.
I'm going to bed. Cody will
Bye.
try to solve this bounty
Everyone be
thing there.
wrong in this
Alright.
session.
And
Everyone.
if she can't do it through the guards, she's going to go to the casino guy and intimidate him into getting rid of the bounty.
alright,
Bye.
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 I feel real bad about Strong arming her into going to bed, but she needs it.
No,
She's the
no,
best.
she needs it.
Leigh,
Also-
Leigh knows Ranna.
Ranna.
Yeah,
All of us
you
are
can
Rannas.
tell you can tell which people have been playing bloody Among Us here. Let's confuse everyone by changing it all to the same name. Then you can't vote any of us off.
Mwah.
Oh god. So, anywho, before I get distracted, let me click off the Discord so I'm not getting distracted by the names. So, who else is going along with Cody and Jivanta to try and clear Jivanta's name?
That was Uylz.
Okay.
I will go. You know what? I'll go.
Okay.
Does
I'm
this
there.
polymorph let me speak or no?
It
Oh
does
yes,
not, no.
I forgot
No,
you got
you-
polymorphed.
Speak polymorph.
Yes, I forgot you were polymorphed into a newt, I
I am
believe.
forced into the situation.
Yes, you are a newt.
I am
You
forced
have
into
been
in the
stuck into
possession
a
of
pocket.
Allo.
Oh yeah, no, you've been given to Allo, yeah.
If I'm allowed to question this, what was she arrested for, and what wanted for in the first place?
She wasn't arrested, but she's wanted for stealing the gems from the casino on him. Oh my god, that's furious typing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's me.
So, Allo and Trickstem, are you two going as well?
Yes, I said that twice.
Okay. Trickstem?
Yes.
Okay, so you're all going as one group then. So I believe that you're all going to go to the bounty board first, and if that doesn't work, then the casino.
Yeah.
So, oh my god,
Hey,
who is the
whoever that
weird
is,
sound?
please stop.
Calm
Fran.
Yeah.
Fran,
What?
whatever you're doing.
Fran.
Yes, I had to move my laptop.
Just
He's
warning
making a
next
lot of
time.
noises.
A lot of noise for moving a laptop.
Please just mute yourself next time you need to do that, okay?
I don't
It
know.
was really...
It seems kind of sus.
I'm serious. It's like that's the noise of my laptop while I'm moving. 'Cause
They're
mic is
the
under-
imposter, Ranna. Get them.
I don't know where the mic is on this thing, but I think it's under.
Anywho, so it takes you a little bit to get up to the bounty board. It's got like the normal usual building right next to it. You see several new bounties already put up on the board, but none really catch your eyes at the moment given your tasks at hand. And waiting inside, I believe I said it was a Null who runs this one.
Oh no.
Yay!
Hello? Hello?
Yes, 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 yes. Come in, come in.
Okay. The handle's a little high. Somebody want to get that for me?
Okay, Bowser just puts pushes down.
Oh, did someone steal the tiny little stool again for the smaller races?
I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
I've really got to make sure they keep the chain down.
Are you the guard person?
I'm the runner of the board, yes.
Cool. We have a metaphorical bone to pick with you. It's hollow and bird-like.
Should I just like look to you all? Look to Trickstem. It's not about that one again, is it?
No. Wait, again?
He's been pulled in once or twice. I don't believe he's got a bounty out on him at the moment. She'll just like flick through a few of the papers on the desk. No. I get the whole idea of trying to get ahead of the curve and stopping it before it starts, but can't really claim a bounty on someone if there's not a bounty on them yet.
No, we're not actually here to collect a bounty. We're here to try and remove one from an individual to make amends or find a way to make amends. It's about oh god, what was her name? Javert. Loop-de-doo.
The first one sounded closest.
Javert.
That sounded closest.
Oh yes,
Anybody else?
Yes, prisoner 4020901. Yes, we've got the bounty right here for that.
Javert is not the prisoner that Jumbo John.
Am I currently in
Yes, you're in.
Wrath right now?
Yes, you are being held by me.
I'm just gonna clever between you two at this point.
Yes.
Derp player.
Trickstem, you still have the picture.
The picture.
Poster.
Picture.
The poster.
Oh, the poster.
Yes.
I'm confused, saying picture, not poster. Yes,
Well, I
poster.
get it. It felt like
Here you go, poster.
Thank you. And I get it. It felt like it took us a week to get to this one building. But
That's a very long time to get to a
is there a
building.
name on the poster?
Yes, it does list her as Jivanta.
Jivanta?
Jivanta.
Jivanta. Okay, cool.
Vanta.
It's like Giovanni, but female.
Yeah, kind of. So she looks for the poster and she just takes it off your Trickstem. Just gives it once over. This one, yes. Well, you see, cancelling this bounty's out of my hands, unfortunately. If you're gonna want to get this nullified, you're gonna have to talk to the person that put it up in the first place.
Cool. Also, just out of curiosity, if we can't, are bail bonds a thing in this universe?
Oh, what? Sorry?
Bail bonds, also money used to get prisoners in jail out of jail legally. I don't know if you have them in England, but we have them here in the US, so I didn't know if they were a thing or not. They were in the Dark Ages, so I didn't know. That's why I'm at.
I do believe we have them over here. And she'll just look at him like, well, depends really on what he wants to do with her. You see, this bounty was a case of let them going to prison or a cell for this. More a case of his goons are going to come to pick her up.
How reasonable is the individual to put the bounty out?
Trickstem, roll me a wisdom. Just a wisdom check.
Alright. I guess I don't get anything in that situation.
You're renewed.
I guess I don't roll anything in this situation.
No, because you're renewed. You won't be able to even pass the information on to anyone.
Yeah, but I can still learn some information.
Well, you'd know this anyway just because you've done this, but Trickstem and Jivanta as well. This guy isn't reasonable at all. This guy is kind of like your usual mafia boss type of people. It's kind of like that. Like, he could be reasonable, but only if it benefits him himself. If not, basically, you don't want to be on the wrong side of him. Trickstem, you've been on the wrong side of him at least once.
Why are you laughing?
AKA that one shot that we ran some time back when you managed to convince DS to help you hit it.
Trickstem, why did you laugh? I'm guessing he's not reasonable.
Well,
I laugh for no reason. Just a little tickle in the throat.
roll deception. Roll deception. Uylz roll insight. Anyone can roll insight on the Trickstem.
I just want you to know that I have a +9 to insight.
It's okay. Trickstem has a +9 to deception.
I have a +9 for deception too.
That is a 27.
I also have 27 to that insight check.
27 as well.
What is it?
Everybody's standing around.
So it's just Uylz and Allo just judgmentally looking at Trickstem.
Just slow it. It's like, I got a 27. I rolled real good. Everyone else also rolls 27.
Roll a 9, everyone.
Well,
Trickstem, don't make me use.
You don't have to tell us the truth, but fact of the matter is, if you don't tell us the truth, well, you'll become a nerd too. Also, sorry, I interrupted you, Mr. Knoll guy. And Allo, I do apologize. I interrupted your review. I'm so sorry.
Well, the thing is, he's probably looking that concerned because he's had a run-in with the boss of the casino before. He actually turned him in for a bounty. As in, Trickstem turned the head of the casino in for a bounty that was on him. Unfortunately, some talk went around about maybe the casino guy using his influence and his money to bypass all that. But no one could prove anything on that front. So don't be surprised if that comes back to bite you in the ass.
Well, let's go talk to this Mr. Casino Mafioso guy. I have a way with words, and if that doesn't work, I have a way with magic. And if that doesn't work, I have a little hammer in my back pocket. Its name is Nikolai.
I just imagine him pulling out a little toy hammer, like a little toy-sized hammer, and being like, I have a little hammer in my back pocket.
I was waiting for him to
Just this itty bitty wee little hammer.
Just like he uses the hammer to hammer people's
going-
fingers in.
You're just gonna waddle on out of there and head for the casino now.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting to be like, and I got a little hammer in my back pocket, pulls out Jivanta's hammer from my tool packet. It's name is Jivanta, but I don't know why.
Honestly, I was tempted to do this, Leigh, and I wasn't sure what you would think of this.
Go on.
You know how Jivanta has a core staff, right?
Has a what? Sorry.
Core staff.
Yes.
I kind of wanted to make it into like steampunk freaking multi-tool, so she can also use that as a hammer.
That is the best microphone I've ever heard.
Oh, I know, it's wonderful. Don't judge it.
Anywho. If you're all done with your sass. So, yours has already waddled off towards the casino. Is everyone else going?
Allo's gonna follow, yes.
I have no choice.
Oh yeah.
Do we really
have to go? I mean,
You're more than welcome to return to the tavern or bar or whatever. That's where Whisper is.
yeah, he's gonna yeet away because he does not want to die.
Okay.
Although I will say you're gonna have to deal with a show because Whisper's like semi-performing at the tavern while everybody's been gone.
Una and Codi are obviously going to go to the casino as well. Codi just kind of gives you the look, Trickstem, as you walk off, just like, yeah, I see you go to the tavern. You try anything, hell no. So, as you all head to the shadier side of town, towards the flashing neon lights of the casino, there stands two guards on either side of the main door. They pretty much look like giant hulking ogres, just in what you can only describe as rudimentary business suits and glasses painted somewhat black with ink. And they just kind of thrust their hands in front of the door. It's like, we're going out to see some ID if you want to enter these premises.
Which one? The reincarnation, several thousand, and I have all of them if you need them.
They just kind of look
Allo
down.
just
Yeah.
looks blank.
It's more a case of no children.
Do I look like a child?
Yes.
He says at his almost nearly 3 foot tall lizard frame as he's just looking at well, okay.
Yes, but to be fair, most kobolds do. It's very hard to tell age in kobolds.
Allo just tilts her head.
Aside from that
Oh,
one, that
okay.
was the point to Allo. It's like, aside from that one, that actually seems quite large. That one is probably an adult.
Oh, bitch.
The child is allowed in, but the adult is not.
Okay, well, fact of the matter is,
Fact of the matter is,
Fact of the matter is, at the moment,
look, there's a squirrel. Where?
that-
Everybody just runs in.
fact of the matter is, at the moment, that was getting in, the cat's getting in. Points to Miasma.
What?
But you're free. You're free.
I'm free?
You're free to go in because you're an adult.
Oh.
Tabaxi quite easy to tell if the kids are not, because if you was a kid, you'd be as tall as they are.
You're thinking they're children because they're short.
You. First off, not how that works for every race. I feel like an ogre would understand. Second off. Okay.
I'm trying to get Firefox to work. I'm having issues on my end. So that's why I'm confused. Sorry.
Allo just kind of starts walking in.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna
just-
walk in. Look, I'll walk in.
You're just motions for the guard just to get down to his level.
He'll do so.
Get down to my
He
level.
looks him straight in the eyes. He
High
moves his
influence.
tentacles, just looking at him. I am not a child. And if you continue and ever look at me and deem me a child, even think it, and I can tell you are thinking it, I will reduce your entire household to fucking burning rubble!
I mean, with that roll, when you were looking into his eyes, you less saw him thinking about that, more saw a hamster dead on the wheel.
Jesus, oh God, Jesus Christ, you're a simpleton. Okay, hold on. Going to just go ahead and telekinetically talk to him. Hi, this is your conscious. Let the asshole in. He's a nice guy. He might even give you a birthday cake.
And totally not turn your family into lemmings and throw them off a
He
cliff.
slowly stands up, looks to his mate. Yeah, no, I've seen the ID. They're free to get in.
He'll just sort of fluff his coat that he's wearing at the moment, and just look up at the other one, just eyeing him, and then just go in.
You just, as you and Codi and Una pass by him, you can hear like the other one try to argue. It's like, yeah, no, I saw the ID. Yeah, adult and all. Just very small. Dwarfism, I believe they call it. Well, not dwarfism, that'd be a beard as well. Halflingism? Cody and Una just start to drag you so you can't go back at this point. Just like, no. Later. You can get back at them later.
Everybody to rabble!
So,
Oh, hey, you guys made it in.
I swear to God, if you say anything, you fucking oversized gecko, I will cut you down a foot or two, literally.
Shocked, hurt Allo face.
Don't
Starts
give me
trending with her current newt.
The gecko, the little new looks up at Uylz and like think of how.
so,
oops, sorry.
as you all look around, it's like a two-tier thing. Like you got your main floor, then you got your high rollers part just further up. So it's been like a few tables like blackjack, 21, roulettes, that kind of stuff. Some of the more fancier tables are up at the top, obviously. You can see like the common people at the bottom. They're just like playing with silver pieces and gold pieces. At the top, it's like platinum pieces and actual gold bars that are being thrown on the table.
And they immediately just looks at the gold bars. It's like,
Okay, anybody know what the dude who runs this place looks like?
Yes, the gecko, the newt, the newt would.
yes,
Yes,
we can ask the newt right now.
yes, but if I was to pop the newt out, I get the feeling our welcome mat would be more so violent than intended, but...
Couldn't
I
we
could explore
just
the
use the
place more.
telekinetic thing on her? Or does that not how that works?
Yeah, no, I can talk to her via the telekinetic thing. I just didn't want to, but okay. Alrighty, come here. He's just gonna hold the newt, look into your eyes.
Hold on, you're back.
What's the asshole look like?
Well, given that they went BRB, I'll have to say, basically, if I recall right from when I did this with Rebecca's
Sorry, I
one
had to close
shot,
the door. What was that?
he was basically asking for a description of what the guy looks like, so I'm gonna have to
What
describe
does
it
the guy look
since,
like?
if I recall right, he is a small halfling with half of his teeth replaced with gold little nuggets and one large monocle. Kinda
He
like-
is
Kind of like a
Yeah.
Friar Tuck haircut as well, where it's going like her on the sides but bald on top.
he's a sort of little guy who has a bunch of gold teeth. And Mongo, I think it's pretty easy to spot him.
Do
So
I
he has
see anybody? And I will tell the rest of the party that. But do I see anybody that matches that description?
As you look around, you don't see anyone matching that description fully. You do see several more guards just stood around making sure no one's cheating. And over on the far end, you do see another set of double doors with 2 more guards just stood at either side.
Uylz will walk to those two.
They'll just look down at you.
Hi,
Yes, how can we help you?
we're looking for God, hold on. Remembering the description. A halfling with gold teeth. He's the boss here.
You want the boss?
Yeah.
Well, the boss just don't have time to see just anyone.
Oh, not just anyone.
No, you got to have something that he wants if you want to go see him. Or you got to catch his eye.
You're just going to hold out one of the gems he took from Jivanta's bag.
Well, the guards will actually take a gem and just reach into the pocket. And do you know, like, when people are evaluating gems, they get like that little spyglass thing out? Just,
Yeah, the little like thing.
yeah. He kind of gets one of those out, just starts examining it.
It's ironic that you say that I would have the gems on me. They're actually on, all of them are on my cannon, my little weapon cannon, artillery.
I have access to that too, my dear.
So as he's examining that, he just like rubs his thumb over one part. Ah, there's the engraving. Yep, that's one at Boss's, alright. Where did you get this?
A bird lady.
Do you have the location over at the moment? Is she still in the city?
Oh, well, the last place I saw her was the magic shop. But, I mean, she could really be anywhere. Although, if she's smart, which she's not, she'd be long gone. And therefore, because she's not smart, she's probably in the tavern. But if she is smart, and seeing as she stole from individuals such as you, she's got to be pretty smart. She's probably either long gone or she's got a safe house. But she was here in town.
He'll look to his mate and be like, go inform the boss. You lot wait here with me. If the boss gives his go ahead, you can follow in. If not, then we'll see about that. He'll then just like look to Codi and Ranna. And why have you brought your pets in here?
They're not our pets, and for both your health,
They're allies.
don't call them pets again, please.
Yeah, like you could quite literally, you could all quite literally see like Codi about to draw the sword, just like,
It's just for their mental health and your physical health. Please don't call them pets.
I mean, you
again.
could also consider that it would be for their mental health as well. All things considered.
That's even considering they have mental health. Ugh.
So after a little bit, the guard comes back, the second guard, as he keeps the doors open. And he'll actually just look around. And you could all make me a perception.
Okay.
Even Newt!
Yes.
Yes!
Perception.
I
Roller.
first roll! It's a 12, but that's also that 20 on the advantage. God damn it!
Mine was an 18.
Okay.
I
Let me
got a
just
15.
pull them and go open my
I'm so sad I didn't get that 12.
thing.
Or that 20.
Or turn off your I got a 24.
Okay. So, Uylz and Allo, you see some movement around with the guards. With some of them heading towards the door. Like the entrance. Miasma, you can see that they're clearly splitting into 2 groups. These guards.
I'm gonna keep an eye on them just to make sure.
Oh, they're not staying in the building. As soon as they reach the door and split into the two groups, they're out of the casino.
I'm gonna send my familiar to follow them.
Okay. The second guard looks you. The boss wants to have a word with you lot. Might be a bit of a reward in there if he's managed to find her.
Roll.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the short senses on so I can see what they see.
so
And also, I'm gonna send saying that what they said is like, if they can find her, get a reward. It's like, okay, familiar, go find her, please, before they do.
So, as you're led into back, Una will help you out, Miasma, because you're also seeing through the eyes of your millet. Sometimes it's like a bit disorientating. But as you're all led into there, there seems to be a change in the colours as it goes from all the vibrant neon colours that you'd expect of a casino to a bit more dulled, a bit more grey. As you're led past what seems to be a few cells. You can definitely hear some wailing and crying coming from behind the doors. Don't mind that, just this way.
Why aren't reminding it?
What, sorry?
Why aren't reminding it?
Because, you know, that's what happens to cheats and thieves.
Fair enough.
Yes, like the boss could let the law enforcement deal with it, but that doesn't really get the full message across of not to mess with the boss now, does it?
Yeah, what's the point of having other people rule your domain?
It just kind of chuckles. Say, you got it.
Yeah.
And as you pass by all the cells, you're led up what seems to be like a flight of stairs. And the colour seems to return, but instead of it all being neon, it seems to go more to like reds and golds. And then you're led
That's a contrast.
you're led up to another set of double doors. This time the doors are like encrusted with gold and jewels. The boss is in there, just step on through.
You'll just step through.
Allo will follow.
Miasma?
To be honest, was still like it says during this time you're deaf. Whenever you're that's using your familiar, you're completely deaf and blind to your own surroundings.
Yep. So Allo and
Her head's hitting into things as he's walking.
No, Una and Codi will have to help you through it.
Yeah.
But as you all enter, Miasma, Jivanta, no, not Miasma, sorry, because Miasma's here first thing. Jivanta, Allo, and Uylz. You look around to see, like, the walls are pretty much lined with guards, just holding large crossbows.
Oh, did I just set my familiar here for nothing?
No, okay. I'll get to that in a second, don't worry.
Wow.
And unlike what seems to be like ye olde swivel chair, it just turns around, and there seems to be a halfling sat on what you can only assume is the most luxurious booster seat you can think of, just so he can peer over his own desk.
That looks comfy.
Yeah, that looks very comfortable. Where'd you get it from?
Oh, this? Handcrafted myself. Filled with the finest feathers from, I believe their name was, Gibraltar, something like that. I don't know. Some Aarakocra that thought they could rob from me. So I had them plucked.
What did you just call her?
Laughter from the mute.
Or like a chicken, because there are two different plucking styles to the boat. There's also the plucking style of the emu, also known as the majestic plains raptor. But yes, Hi, are you? I'm gonna guess you're the guy in charge.
Probably me, yes. So, I believe you got some information for me. Or at least you passed on some
Yes.
information.
Oh yes, most certainly. Although it's less of information, more of a request. And when I say a request, I do mean a request from the gods. Whether or not you're a religious man, it doesn't, honest to gods, fuck you, Kiwi, matter. But the gods would like you to drop your bounty if possible.
He just kind of looks at you with a raised eyebrow. I'm sorry, but we don't really give into charities here.
Oh, sweetie. The gods that I represent don't do charities. If they did, they wouldn't be sending people on quests.
So we're just going to quickly cut over Miasma.
What am I doing?
Familiar's eyes. You see the guards that are split into two groups go to two different places. One set of them you can see heading towards the magic shop. The other set are heading to the tavern.
I'll have my familiar follow them to the tavern, because that's where we were.
Okay.
Like, fill on.
So, as they head towards the tavern, Trickstem and Whisper, make me perceptions. Yep.
Not terrible.
Oh boy.
As you're there relaxing, Whisper, you're halfway through your performance, Trickstem, you're just thinking how lucky you were to dodge a bullet and not going there. And then your eyes just gaze to the windows outside, as you see a bunch of ogres in their cheap suits and their inked out glasses just lining up outside. Trickstem, you recognize these to be the bounty guard, well, to be the guards of the casino.
Oop, got a dip.
Where are you? Sorry. Where are you dipping to? Oh, and can I come? And grabs the huge cleaver and just throws it over her shoulder, and then just kind of starts walking with Trickstem.
So,
yeah, you can come with that cleaver. You can.
That beautiful ornate
big
cleaver
or
that
that.
our DM so graciously gave me. Whisper just walking super happy.
so where are you thinking of going?
I'm gonna go right through the
opposite
door.
direction.
Okay. We're going the opposite direction.
The opposite direction of wherever the doors are. We're just gonna go zoom in opposite direction and hide in a corner and then try to find the rest.
I imagine this as an animatic.
So,
Trickstem, by the way, actually, we don't have to do that because both of our characters have a very specific ornate spell that allows us to travel 200 feet without being seen.
Oh yeah, we do. We got the door thing, don't we?
should probably use that instead. But I almost imagine it as an animatic. Which way are you going? Whisper, ready to chop the door down. Out the front door. We're going the other way. Puts the thing back on her shoulder, turns right around. We're going the other way. But actually, she is going to grab Trickstem's hand and say, this way, and dimension door as she looks out the window to the area behind the orcs.
Okay.
Where there is nobody.
Let's
just gonna find a small space.
Let me just look at something quickly for that. Okay.
She is also. Oh, no, go ahead, actually.
So, you grab at Trickstem, and you ready yourself to dimension door away. And Miasma, you'll be able to see this through your familiar's eyes. As they dimension door away, breakfast is dropped onto the floor and is left in the tavern.
Oh no! Oh, Familiar's gonna come in and try and lead it away.
Because going off
Familiar just leads breakfast out the back door.
Because going off the description for dimension door,
I can only take one creature with me.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no!
Shit.
So, I'm going.
That was handy of me to do, at least.
Yep. So, with your familiar, I'm going to first of all need you to make me a dex just to see if you can get in today.
Okay, let me see. What's my familiar stats is the question I have. Let's see.
If they're based on a raven, it'd be based on a raven stats.
Hang on, let me just look it up then.
No.
It is a... it's a +2, so... would a 21 get in?
Yes. With a 21,
Okay.
you just about managed to fly through an open window.
Mm.
You just land next to breakfast.
But breakfast recognize it, though, is the thing.
Breakfast recognizes the scent.
Alright, so yeah.
Can I buy the familiar some time?
Do you know what's there is the question?
That's a good point. You wouldn't know
What?
that the familiar flew through the window.
That's true. That is true.
So
I was gonna, before we dimension doored, I was gonna do it as like an exit thing. I was gonna cast minor illusion to make a huge poof of confetti.
as you land down next to breakfast, make me a animal handling.
For the familiar?
I'll say this will go off you because you're acting through your familiar.
Okay. Let's see, what's my animal handling? It is a +1, so that's a 19.
Okay.
I'm getting good rolls tonight,
Forget
Jesus
about
Christ.
breakfast.
So, through the scent and the familiarity, you manage to commune to breakfast to follow, and breakfast just kind of waddles after your raven familiar as you lead it into the back and out the back of the tavern.
Okay, good. Now I need to figure out where did they go. They dimension doored away, but can I see where they went?
If I recall right, you dimension doored in the opposite direction and went behind the orc guards. Not the orc guards, the ogre guards.
Yep.
So they've gone
So
in the wrong direction.
Alright, well, I'll just have to lure them and I'll just take it around to get back a little loopy lip around.
Yep. So, as you all watch,
that's pretty much it. It's just...
You watch as the ogre guards just burst into the tavern. They just look around going, I want to send this here bird. This one. They all start like pulling out posters, like the wanted posters. I will send this one. You seen it? Have you seen it? I think we've been fed some bad information, are you? Oh, that it was smart enough, who knows?
Whisper is going to move Trickstem around a corner. Slam the cleaver to the ground as a curtain and change into a rather well-dressed, gentle folk. And they are going to put the cleaver into the bag of holding. Just kind of like, shove it in there. It's like a suitcase. It doesn't always fit, but you're going to make it fit. Just see it jumping up and down on top of the cleaver.
Okay. And as they all exit the tavern after not having found them, they just look around. So you hit Trickstem behind the cleaver, you changed it to a new form, then you put the cleaver into the bag.
Trickstem is not in the bag, but the cleaver is. I put the cleaver away.
Whisper had Trickstem behind a wall, then put down the cleaver.
Yep.
I heard it as put behind the cleaver. No, Trickstem met me. They stealth with advantage then.
You can do this. I believe in you.
2 nat ones.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. They look around. You get a quick glimpse from around. You see them. They look around. They don't seem to spot you. They just look to each other. It's like, you lot get to the magic shop, see if they had any luck. The rest of us, let's go over, report back to the boss.
Whisper is going to have Trickstem stay hidden, and they, at this point, you stay right here. I'm going to go find our little fluffy friend, because they're not in your pouch. kind of like pointing, dotted outline of where breakfast should be.
Yes, Trickstem. You look down, breakfast is not there.
Breakfast.
That was the most emotional
Goodness
response
sake,
I ever heard.
lost breakfast again! Not even drunk!
It's not your fault. As I'm sure you may or may not remember, one passenger at a time.
Miasma, make me a perception.
Oh boy. This is going to be where my luck runs out, isn't it? Yeah, 14.
You think you hear something in the distance, but you can't quite place it.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just take Trickstem on my merry walk. I not Trickstem at breakfast.
So with that, so I'll let Trickstem roll me a perception, because I believe you said that you were going to follow the other ones, the Whisper.
Yes, why not? I was gonna go look for breakfast, but if Trickstem's gonna look for breakfast, then I feel like one of us is enough, and the other one should probably follow the people just in case.
Okay. I misheard that then, sorry. So
no, you're all right.
Yep, as you're about to help look for breakfast, you see Trickstem just kind of lean around and just point towards what seems to be a familiar looking raven just leading a small baby owlbear through the streets. The small baby owlbear, of course, wearing the most adorable armor.
Well,
that was
you
easy.
go get them, and just give me a moment.
It was easy, but that's what happens when you get good rolls.
True.
I don't have anything that's going to be able to... Yep, nope, okay. Thought I had something. I do not. Good luck.
Okay. So, as you motion over Trickstem, the raven comes over with breakfast. You're just easily able to just put breakfast back in the harness.
Oh, I'm so happy you're back in here.
Breakfast looks happy as well, and the raven's just like there looking at you. Just like, really? You left your baby behind.
I'm sorry, but I was slightly freaking out before because I was going somewhere where it was not safe for me. And probably drumstick. Not drumstick. Shoot, wrong one. Breakfast.
Yeah, drumstick would be a bit too big to fit in a harness.
Drumstick's way bigger. Well, not too much bigger, because she was malnourished, so she was always a bit smaller.
Yes, but
than
not baby size.
But not baby size like breakfast. Breakfast is tiny compared to drumstick. Anyway, it's drumstick we're talking about, not breakfast. Trickstem said breakfast the first time, not drumstick.
So, with that confusion out the way, we will hop back over to the casino. As the boss is just looking over at Uylz and the others, it's just like, so what you're saying is, the gods want me to drop a case on someone who stole a load of jewels.
Yes.
Suddenly, Meows's eyes snap back into focus. Yes.
Everyone just slowly turns to look at me as we're just like, what?
Don't mind her, she's crazy.
Excuse me?
Why did
I'm not wrong.
Why did she sound like she just saw the Aurora Borealis?
She does constantly. Look into those eyes. Tell me those eyes do not belong to somebody who's seen some shit in their day.
Miasma with really cute eyes holding her hat.
I just realized it did that voice.
I just imagine a Puss in Boots scenario, purring and just with huge eyes. Those eyes. Somebody who's seen some shit looks over.
Then it's just followed up by like, you saw the Borealis? Can we see it? No.
Puts the hat back on.
But, Mr. Casino Man,
Yeah, come on.
She stole from you, which means she must be very good at what she does. She's needed to steal an item from the enemy of gods. Now, are you going to stop her from being able to help us to stop the end of the world? We wouldn't be able to have much money if it wasn't for the world.
Roll me a persuasion, though.
I rolled a 13.
Ow. You wouldn't think that maybe if the world ended, you just wouldn't be able to make any more money. At all. I mean, you'd be dead if the world ended.
You can roll the persuasion as well.
Oh boy.
Blip.
21. I think. Wait, is that 21? Let me just quickly check my persuasion. Yes, it is. I'm not proficient at it, so it's only a +5.
He'll just look between you both. Just nod slightly. Be like, all right, you make a good point. You make a good point there. Have you got any proof that they've been chosen by God?
Just sapphire some kiwi.
I mean, he's probably not going to believe the fact that I'm a servant of the gods.
Cleric gone wrong.
Probably think I'm a cleric, and I'm not going to call Kiwi into a dump like this.
Oh, you're going to insult them there.
Well, that's me talking in my head right now. I apologize.
You just hear in the distance or from a table in the other room just, Yahtzee! What do you mean this isn't Yahtzee?
Okay. Uylz is going to get onto his knees, and he is going to pray to the convincing God he knows. He is going to pray to the Blade Storm.
Oh, shit. Okay, religion check.
I swear, I have the perfect idea if this doesn't work.
That's okay, I'm currently working on something as well.
That's a 22.
As you start to pray to the Blade Storm, you do manage to get through to him. He's there going, you just get the message back of, look, if it's not about a fight or a tournament or something like that, then why are you contacting me?
Because, look, fact of the matter is, Jimmy, we need somebody to convince somebody, and seeing as Kiwi's not good at convincing, she's a bit naive. And the Shadow Bitch is out of the show right now. And the party no longer has Damadur. You're the only other convincing individual with the charisma enough to do that. And by charisma, I mean the 50,000 meter long swords that you have that rain down from the goddamn sky. So if you could just at least maybe throw a spear towards the casino over here, just make it go through the ceiling, try not to impale us, just as a convincing sign. That's all we literally need, and then afterwards we'll get into a fight, okay? We'll go fight the bastards in the Citadel for you. Mwah. Love you, Jimmy.
Love you, Jimmy!
I could do one better. And you watch as one of Codi's swords starts to vibrate. The one that she put the enchantment onto recently. As she pulls it out, it erupts into flames. And
Oh.
in the flames, the image of the Bladestorm can be seen. Yeah.
Ta-da!
The boss just kind of looks at it, it's like, alright. Say I were to believe you on all this, yeah? I get that, living equals more profit in the long run for me, but I'm going to need something a bit more short term as well, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so you mean we don't destroy your entire casino, burning it to the ground as we go to fight a giant god-killing monster? Or would you just prefer you to be the one that the gods consider the biggest asshole in the universe, and everybody in the afterlife deeming you the prick that is the cause of the end of the world? Is that big enough for you, Timmy?
just looks at you all. Then he says, move and lock onto the newt. And he just stares at it for a bit.
That's my other familiar.
I stare back with a glare and blip.
Roll me a deception there, Miasma.
Hell yeah. Deception. Not 20.
Oh!
He just looks at it, looks at you, looks back at it. Other familiar? So where's your first familiar?
Have like a dust bath outside.
Alright. Seems to check out.
The bird.
Look.
Raven.
All I want to know, information-wise, is how did you manage to get that one jewel off her?
I kicked her in the fucking kneecap and stole it and ran it here because I saw the fucking poster.
Deception.
I watched him do it. Have advantage.
Yeah, deception with advantage after that.
Only you should be letting me do this because I have a +9 to made.
21.
21. He'll just look. And then a smile will just form on his face. He'll just let out a chuckle. It's like, oh, I wish I could have seen that. I wish I could have seen that. Fine, fine. I mean, you did bring back at least one of my treasured jewels, I guess.
When the world is saved, I'll bring her here and she'll give you the rest back. Or something in return, maybe an apology decorated with a couple more different jewels and maybe some gold. I don't know. But don't worry, she will pay penance. We just need her right now, and we kind of need the bounty to drop so we don't have the other people that aren't part of the bad guys chasing after us. But afterwards, I don't give a shit.
He will hold up his arm at this point and click his fingers. One of the ogre guards will come over with what seems to be a large roll of paper and like one of those little ink pots with a feather. And he'll take it, he'll just start scribbling on the paper, and then he'll slide them both over to the other side of the table. I'm going to need you all to sign this then. Just a little contract, just a little binding word, just so, you know, I got it written down there that you'll do this.
I do want to... Sorry, Miasma. I apologize.
Miles actually puts her hand and just looks to... let me just quickly check to make sure this works. Oh, this could really go one of two ways. I could cast Minor Illusion as a bit of a ploy to write this down, just so it disappears, and then if he tries to get something out of us again, it's like, nope. We didn't sign. That's the problem.
What does the contract say?
Yeah, that's a good question. What does it say?
The contract's basically a binding contract saying that once you have done with this, you'll return with the subject in hand and or the treasure stolen, or something of equal or better value.
Shit, we'll do it.
I mean... Okay, before we do have to state out that we do have a couple fiends a part of the party, and so with them, if like either side was to betray the contract, they would quite literally devour our souls.
I know what Namrs are. I see them both down there.
Yes, but I don't see any other legalities on this contract. So sure, we'll sign, or I'll sign.
There's no fine print.
That's a good question. I wanna have a bit closer look here.
Yep, you both have a closer look. Make me investigations.
Investigation. That is a 14.
I'm not signing till they do.
I got a 14 as well.
Oh boy.
You both don't see the fine print.
Well,
I'm
Elliot,
trying to see if I
I
can
got
see
a
the fine print, but I
19.
can't say about the fine print. Can I try to read it again?
I got a 19. Do I see the fine print?
You do, and I'll let Jivanta roll as well. I'm just
She
imagining
can't
Jivanta
say
just scurries onto the
anything.
paper.
2!
Nope. Uylz, you do though.
2!
You find the fine print that basically states, if you fail to do so, you will be hunted down. You will be
I would
brought
just cruel, but efficient. I mean, I can't judge, but sure. I mean, not like I'm gonna live to see the sunset. Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Fuck it. That's fair. That's honestly fair. Uylz will sign with his claw on the dotted line. It is in Draconic, though. It is not in Common.
Yep. Are you two signing as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Miasma?
yes.
Okay. Jivanta.
How
Do
did
you...
you want to get a sign? Jesus.
Puts a little gecko paw print on there.
Well, that's
I
what
don't need a sign.
he looks to the little familiar. It's like, I know it might sound a bit weird and all, but I know how some familiars can be. I'm gonna need the familiar to sign to. Just a little, foot in the ink, foot on there should do, given I know some familiars got round
I refuse.
Uylz will just pick her up, dump her in the ink, and then just splatter on the paper.
No, don't. They're
Beautiful.
I am covered in ink.
don't
it's
do
like-
it. They're an amphibian. They breathe through their skin, you idiot.
It's okay. It's not covering all of her, damn it.
Yeah, but it's enough. It's gonna get into your bloodstream.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And after Codi and Una sign it, he takes the paper,
Also considering the
examines
fact
it.
that I'm kind of craft to clean her off afterwards, but it's fine.
He takes the paper, examines it after Codi and Una have signed it. Alright, I believe that's a done deal here. Right, guide them back outside. Let them go on their merry way. And as he's reading it, he'll be like, and we'll be seeing each other again. Uylz, I believe that says. Miasma, Codi, Una, Allo.
He was Draconic, it does not say Uylz.
Oh, what does it say?
It says Nidhogg.
Okay, so instead of say Uylz, say Nidhogg. And then he'll look to the imprint. And we'll be seeing you soon too, Jivanta. As he rolls up the paper with a smirk.
Well, then technically that's one part of the thing done because Jivanta was back.
Yes, but the things went too.
This returns Jivanta immediately. It's like, poof. And we want fire.
I mean, if you know that it's her, I mean, because he's got poof her from being a gecko.
Wait, what?
Yep, as soon as he says his name, just like Uylz just clicks his face like, And Jivanta, you're back in your normal form.
It's an ink
Where are we
covered
still in the
nerd.
office? Are we still in the office?
Yes.
Well, there goes I wasted my life, you dumb
Just
kobold.
cough up some ink. Is like.
Well, first off, no, the lie's not wasted. It just didn't work. He knew. Second off, ow, you crazy cat bitch.
He'll just
I didn't hit him.
Well, you got.
No,
Don't be
just
a nigga
out
like
in
that.
the emotional spectrum. Jeez.
Did you really have to put me in ink like that?
I mean, if they
That was
hadn't have done
disgusting.
so and you hadn't have been splattered on the paper, I wouldn't have known it were you.
Slow clap.
What, do you think this is a normal
Sorry.
paper? Maybe I should check next time. Checks for enchantments and such.
I mean, honestly, either way, I really didn't care. It's the gods that care. It was either we do the paper or I just throw a bunch of spiders on you and cast giant insects. So, seeing as we did the paper, it was more pleasant for you than us.
Either way,
Oh,
the contract still stands.
oh yeah.
Be on your
And
way.
as I take off my goggles and try to clean up the ink on them, just like.
You don't have ink on you anymore. I cast a druid craft to take it off
Oh,
of you.
okay. Thank you.
So, as you're all led back towards the door, to the front entrance and let outside, you're actually stopped, Jivanta, before you can. Sorry, you know how this is. Business is business. And they kind of pick you up by the scruff of the neck and like the back of the claws, and they just strong arm throw you out.
Bam! It's on the ground!
I mean, there was nothing in the contract about stopping them from doing that. Medax!
I'll just look at the guy.
Damn it, throw me next.
Well, if you
Both
insist,
of us?
and they do so. They throw you out, Uylz.
Uylz just lands on my back, just like.
Actually, I'm gonna roll something for that.
Oh no, am I going to take damage for him landing on me?
No, it was just a case of rolling where to land. He doesn't land on your back, he lands on your head.
It's like goggles is falling down to my face.
So, I have a question for you, bird person.
Eh?
Can you fly?
Yes?
Good, somebody get me a saddle.
No! No! You get off my back! I'm gonna try to grab him. Just try to take him off.
Uylz is just holding on to her back now.
Okay. So, I guess this would be opposed to grapple checks. So both of you roll in athletics.
My 0 athletics!
Should I
12.
mention that Allo's probably gonna be wanting to get yeeted as well, right?
Okay. Okay,
So
roll your
it's the
athletics.
closest thing she'll ever have to having Oni back.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Yep, you struggle to get Uylz off your back. Allo,
Wait, what?
they do
What,
so as well as
is,
you.
what is his roll?
Can I roll to see if I land gracefully?
Yeah, roll me a acrobatics.
Ah, fuck. Wait, oh yeah, they got rid of the -2 for kobolds. No!
22.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
you do a flip in the air and you land on your feet.
Actually, Fran, it's not going to be after Tasha's laughter because they're getting rid of the negative stats rules.
So as
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have negative.
like
two
you land
more.
on your feet, you actually get a few claps from like the guards.
Allo just kinda channels an inner Ix and bows and waves at the person next to her.
Ix watching from like a dimensional window. I'm so proud.
Ceiling is just watching.
Vel just clapping.
And they look to you, Miasma.
Yes?
I don't suppose you're wanting it as well, or are you just going to walk out?
No, I'm just going to walk out.
Oh god, wait, how heavy? How heavy is this kobold?
Uylz is
Saying.
You
I think
all,
my house is lighter than all of you.
you all look over as Codi's just looking up at this guard, just with a wicked grin and goes, "Toss me!" And as they
Oh no!
Everybody run.
and as they try, she puts on all like the weight, so they can't even lift her off the ground.
Oh, Kinsey.
It is. I'm just gonna try my best to get up with this kobold in my head. I'm trying my best.
Okay. So
That looks like fun.
Don't
You're-
you try it?
your familiar,
Allo's eyes are just big.
your familiar returns at this point. Miasma. Just reporting that, well, you already know that Trickstem managed to get
Hmm.
safe.
So can I roll a sleight of hand to grab the homunculus from his pocket while he's on me?
The homunculus isn't in my pocket at the moment.
Where is he? I thought you said he was in your pocket last time.
No, he's with your stuff.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah, he's still in the room. He's just like sat there, just among all the stuff like, soon they will return. So, as you all head back out towards the main area of town, Whisper, at this point you'd see them all returning, having gone followed them all to the magic shop, and oddly enough, they were quite gentle with the magic shop. They didn't wreck it. Probably because they get quite a lot of their own supplies from there.
Whisper's gonna go into the magic shop.
Okay. As you go in, the store owner just looks over. Oh, greetings. What can I get for you?
Well, I guess our first question would be, what do you have, my dear sir?
Scrolls, magical items, gems, jewels, all that kind of thing. Basically anything you need for magic.
Well, do you have a small little hat that could be sewn into something that makes it a little stronger?
A hat?
A small little one, just about yay big, and kind of like puts their hands together to make like a little doll-sized hat. Maybe a little bit bigger because Belle's head is pretty big, but...
Well, I suppose if you're wanting like a hat kind of thing, that'd be more the tailor down near the markets.
No, very much. Well, in that case, I'm very sorry to bother you. And Whisper's gonna kind of like do like a small head bow and then turn around, pull out a pocket watch, click it open, close it. I don't have much time. Kind of twirling it in their hand. Just run back to the tavern. It's not like he needs it as long as I have him. And
So,
leaves.
Question is, are you using disguise self?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're just a guy now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a yeah.
It's a Whisper thing.
It's a Whisper thing.
Whisper.
It's the many, yeah.
Whisper.
They don't really enhance or increase any of her stats. It's just kind of a way for her to keep herself relevant with the times. And right now, she feels like being a very, discreet, well-dressed person is probably the best way to travel around with you people, considering all things considered. Anyway. Keeps going back to the tavern.
Yep. So, as you all head back towards the tavern after the old situation, Trickstem, you've already made your way back to the tavern at this point. There's a few glares at you, because, you vanished before the guards came in. But most people there, they already know what you're about. And you see the rest of the party enter. I'm assuming with Miasma just giving you the dirtiest look.
Hang on, so microphone on?
Your microphone's
There
on
you
now,
are, my
yes.
dear.
Okay, so Miasma's just going to look at looking at Trickstem, yeah?
Yeah.
I saved your baby.
I greatly appreciate that.
And yes, she'll look at it. That's why I was completely out of it for a good chunk of that conversation.
No, I assumed it was because one of us fucked up.
Walks in behind Miasma. Well, I'd have to say it wasn't really Trickstem's fault.
Yes, but I still saved the baby.
And we greatly appreciate that, but don't rub it in his face, considering it was my fault.
It was your fault, yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
great.
which
Now
does
we're
not
talking
make...
about the pedophile that kidnapped him.
Wait.
What?
Why does the purple dragon always insult people?
Because
Look how
you
tiny
an
he
asshole.
don't know
is.
who you are. Who the fuck are you?
Leans down. Don't you recognize me? Or do I just really strike no chords with you at all?
I mean, not really.
Pixie Uylz up, opens the door, and punts as hard as I can, and I would love to roll a strength for this to punt Uylz out of the tavern.
The moment he picks Uylz up,
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking
Uylz
off me.
going to cast Wind Wall right on top of Whisper.
At this point, Jivanta will quickly just go on over away from the situation. Take advantage of that Uylz is off.
I need a deck saving throw from Whisper.
Okay.
17.
Does that pass?
I forget, is it meter beat or is it defender win? It's defender wins here, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
No, it's meter beat here.
No, it's defender wins here.
Oh, is it defender wins here?
Yes.
Okay. Technically, then no. Well, wait. Would you consider him the defender or me the defender in this? Because the spell is a reaction to what he's doing.
I believe that you would be the defender on this one. Because if it's like based on defender wins, then it's whoever's rolling's trying to beat it.
Then in that case, Whisper's gonna go flying up 15 feet high.
I have a question, Uylz.
Yes.
How many hit points do you have?
I have 66.
Damn.
Also, keeping in mind that there is no way Uylz would know this is Whisper because he's only just met Whisper, and also when he met Whisper, she was wearing her mask.
That is true.
And this guy's not wearing the mask.
Actually, she was a big lady in a purple dress.
But you know she was the kid. She was both the kid and the big lady. So I've seen both of those, never seen the guy version. Because you turn into a kid when standing on top of the thing. So I've never actually seen this male version. Don't know Whisper well enough. So just a random creepy dude picking up Uylz, just explaining this.
You said 15 feet?
It is 15. It is, well, the wall itself is 50 foot long. But the outscrim is just going to be right on top of you. It's going to be 15 feet high, 1 foot thick, and you are taking 3d8 points of damage. You do not get launched up, though, because you're not a projectile.
You fall asleep, by the way, because that's more than 66.
That's 33.
Nope, higher level cast.
38 plus 33.
38 plus 33.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's casting all hit points on you.
I've already said the magic, so the spell's still getting casted. It's not concentration.
But the case is just no fighting. Bad kobold. No fighting.
It's still happening.
That's okay.
3d8, my dear. Roll the damage.
This is a reaction to you doing it.
Yeah, and this is me doing a reaction to what he's done, which is him trying to pull me. He started the fight. And so this is going to be 18 points of damage. Uylz does not like people picking him up.
Okay,
so you shouldn't be so tiny.
Just to clear up what happened there.
I'm so confused.
Tried to pick up Uylz. Uylz cast Wind Wall to damage Whisper to get Whisper to drop them because Whisper is in a form Uylz does not recognize. And in response to that, Miasma's put Uylz asleep.
Yes.
So at the moment, you're seeing a very windswept, fancy-looking man, a very angry Tabaxi, and a sleepy kobold.
I'm gonna try and take Uylz from the Whisper and I just put him down.
I'm not even holding that thing anymore. As soon as it fell asleep, I dropped it on the ground.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna stack up against the wall like some
off. So to the rest of you that aren't sleeping, it's me, Whisper.
I missed my fifth level spell slot on you. Good job.
Trickstem, you'd already know it's Whisper because you saw them change. Everyone else, they have announced themselves as Whisper.
But at the very same time, how did you all fare?
Well enough.
Oh,
was
you didn't get
covered
roped into
feet.
anything, did you?
Maybe.
What do you mean by maybe?
We have
Kind
to
of like
give,
immediately looks at you and slowly reaches into their bag of holding,
we have to
pulls
give,
out a small pair of spectacles and puts them on.
we have to
Jivanta,
give Jivanta back after the Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't really care. I'm okay with that.
I don't.
See. Are you
I don't
okay
like that
with
idea.
that?
No.
All
But
right.
I was forced to sign anyway.
To be fair, it wasn't me that forced you to sign it. It was the Uylz who dipped you in ink and threw you on the paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, if you
I
recall
had-
right, the contract said bit reflux, to bring either them back and or the jewels or something of equal or greater value.
One, I can't use jewels because I use those jewels on.
Does the wanted poster
You're an idiot,
have,
you know that?
like, information on how much Jivanta took? Because I can guarantee this woman's already spent it.
No.
No? Damn. Okay, never mind then.
You know, that's a good point. Bells could take out a little piece of parchment and start writing down like a question: how much did the bird woman steal? Sticks it to the leg of her familiar and sends it back into the casino.
Sends it back to the casino. I honestly, looking outside to see what time of day it is.
It's slowly getting towards nighttime again after all that.
Alrighty. Well, Given kind of pushes the glasses up on their nose. These are like tiny little librarian glasses, by the way. Given that it's so late, you wonderful creatures that actually need sleep should probably go rest, especially this one. Picks Uylz up very slowly,
No.
hands him to Miasma.
Oh, okay.
You should take
Hey,
that.
you
Put
dropped
that.
him earlier. You dropped him earlier.
Oh, that's true. So you would have woken up.
How tall is Whisper?
Whisper is like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So at least half
I
of
was
that.
woken
So
up.
yeah,
That's
3 feet. Yeah, you definitely would have woken up. Bam.
Yeah.
Can we get an actual size chart on the group? It's like I want to see who's the tallest in their normal form.
We do. It was Oni was the second tallest. Oni wasn't the tallest. The tallest was the Viking Dragonborn.
Yeah,
Oni was the second tallest.
Ix came in third, didn't she?
Ix was third.
We have a chart for this in the other Discord. I'll get that.
Yeah, but Uylz is just gone. He would have left.
Well,
That's
anyway,
okay. That's okay.
Everybody should try to get at least a little bit of rest.
I shall indeed.
Before you go to bed, Miasma,
Mhm.
your familiar returns with the note and what seems to be a poker chip in its mouth.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm
How
gonna
much
read
is
the
the
note.
poker chip worth?
I'm gonna read the note.
The note says, more than you would ever make in your lifetime.
I'm gonna write out a message that says,
There's
you
also
see
a
the
bit-
bird in a couple. You'll see the bird in a couple of weeks.
There's also a bit extra underneath it as well. Slip this poker chip into the bird's belongings. If she tries to run, it will detonate.
God damn!
Can I just give you a flaw? Can I just
We could use that as a weapon.
Can I just give you one of Miasma's flaws?
Yes.
I do
Wait.
not trust easily. Most around me are temporary allies that I am working with towards my ultimate goal. Miasma doesn't exactly care. I think the two people that Miasma care the most about in the party are Codi and Allo.
It's almost as if They knew. It's almost as if he could tell.
I was the weak link.
Yes. So,
How large is Allo?
Allo is actually between 4 and 5 feet.
Okay, and weighs roughly how much?
I would have to look up the average weight for someone of that size.
Meowsplit is 5'8" and weighs 10 kilograms. I know that sounds weird, but it has to do with her race.
so any fan artists out there, you're getting specifics now on heights and that lot. You're welcome. So, anywho, Miasma.
Yes,
We're all
I'm
heading
not.
to bed. Are you
Yeah.
going to try and slip this poker chip into Jivanta's belongings?
I would have to say Allo is probably about 125, 130.
Okay, then...
Okay, I'm gonna do something first.
Okay.
Wait, how far are you from me though?
I don't know. We're probably in another room.
We're all in the tavern, right?
We're in the tavern, but we're in different rooms, is the thing.
Yeah.
Before everybody would have separated, Whisper would have offered
Also,
to...
another thing too. Jivanta, if she's in her room, would always arcane lock her door.
That is
So
true.
we'll have any more interruptions.
That is true. Whisper, what were you about to say?
Okay, I got a good idea.
Whisper would have crouched down with Allo and offered Allo a piggyback ride as Whisper was going to go on a dusk walk before night fell.
I will say Allo accepts this because Allo does like piggyback rides.
Are you spending your gold, by the way, that you have on this?
Me?
No,
Jivanta.
Yeah, Jivanta.
I keep forgetting he's gold, and I only have 3 gold. Shit! I can't lock the door.
Well, is it really up to the DM whether or not we have to worry about the components or not?
Well, it's the thing
Usually,
is,
usually I
components.
never worry about it until I actually got Jivanta.
No.
You
So-
don't normally. You don't have to worry about it because you have the components pouch and the arcane focus, which basically nullifies it for the most part. However, if it doesn't nullify costs,
Yeah, it's usually anything that has like a significant cost or actually has a cost listed. So like,
Yes.
if it's like you need 1 diamond piece or something like that, that's something that
Yeah.
you would just have.
It's why Uylz had to pay the money for the reincarnate spell.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yes, you would need 25 gold pieces to turn into gold dust to make that lock.
yeah.
But also, Ranna, you're not wrong. A lot of DMs don't even do that. I don't normally do that as a DM.
Cause I would spend a
probably-
lot of gold every single time I do that every night.
Yeah, you'd be spending a lot of gold doing that.
Well, that would explain where all the gems went.
Pretty much.
You haven't got to see my cannon yet.
So,
You would know where
But
it went.
in any case, Miasma's actually going to do a lovely. I forgot this isn't Nafre. I don't have Mage Hand. Never mind.
So is the door
Never
locked?
mind.
BRB.
The door's not locked unless you cast the spell.
I mean, you've got normal locks
yeah.
on the door.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we have normal locks. We could just.
Alternatively, I could just do a magical thing called Find Familiar, which allows me to just, use an action to dispel my familiar and then respell it back in 30 feet away from me, up to 30 feet away from me.
You also know I also have a familiar too with me.
That is true. There is also the
that's true.
homunculus that doesn't need to sleep.
Yes. It will
Okay,
always
you
be
know what? I'm
awake.
going to leave it for now.
Okay, so we'll then get over to Uylz. Whereabouts have you gone?
Uylz has left the tavern.
Yes, but where have they gone beyond that?
He is at the docks.
The docks is... Wait,
Oh shit, we're not at that place anymore, are we? This
No.
is a different town.
you're at Tome.
Yeah, we are
Okay.
at Tome. In
GM?
that case, he'll probably just be in
I
an
am going
alleyway.
to grab a drink if you don't mind.
Okay.
Back.
Welcome back.
So you're just in a random alleyway. Are you doing anything particular there, or?
He is cooling out. He's quite fucking pissed.
Okay. While you're there, just trying to recompose yourself, just trying to cool down. A voice does reach out. I know it's a lot, but yeah, you're gonna need to. And Kiwi just makes herself known. They're a bit, air quotes, extra, I guess would be the term.
They're not extra. They're like every other fucking group of heroes. Dumbasses who think their own self-importance is worth so much. In the old days, I could have just burned down that entire building. Killed them all. Reduced everything to fucking rubble.
Yes, but...
And yet even then people didn't respect me. And even now, people don't respect me 361 times, Kiwi. He only came after the 300th. When is my penance done?
You know that's not up to me.
No, it's not. But I'm getting sick of this. Sick of these groups of individuals who think they're all high and mighty and worth the fucking spit of the universe. Or they're all traumatized and traumatic. Or they're godly and think therefore they can control everything and everyone. And let me tell you something, Kiwi. They're all just gonna end up like me. Dying over and over again. Or reduced to nothing.
Reduced to
I'm
nothing.
sorry, I hiccuped.
Yes, was just getting drunk.
I'm gonna do a drink here, but the problem is I was hiccuping in general.
So I'm gonna say this: Whisper and Allo, roll me perceptions.
Oh, god damn it.
Just purely because Uylz is not trying to be quiet here.
One time I don't want to be part of anything. What?
That is an 18.
Yeah,
that is a 20.
Okay, so who all had to roll?
Just them two, because they went outside.
Okay.
You both hear Uylz shouting from a back alley. It's up to you whether you want to go in and interfere or not.
What exactly would we have heard on your DM logic? Because that would depend on if we actually...
You only would have heard any part where Uylz was shouting loudly, not the more quiet parts, and you wouldn't have heard Kiwi. So basically Uylz saying that he still never gets respect and such.
And we're all traumatized, or we're all too important, or...
Yeah, okay.
Uylz sounds mad.
Do you want to help him, or would you rather us stay out of it? I will leave this up to you.
I'd want to see if I could help, but I don't want to get yelled at like he did last time.
If he yells at you, I will stand up for you, although I cannot promise much. From what I've heard, I don't have a say in this, but we'll go anyway. And Whisper will head off towards Uylz.
Okay. So, Uylz. Kiwi's just like looking you over. It's like, I can try and pull some strings and try and get something sorted, but...
You can't pull strings, Kiwi. You can barely pull fucking puppet wires. Why do you think you're just the goddess of goddamn kobolds? Why do you think they put me in a kobold body?
put you
They
in it
don't
because
like
of the.
me. They don't like me.
They put you in it because they thought you'd learn some humility from it. At least that's what I gather.
Yeah, so I could learn some humility from this, not the 300 times of just serving goddamn heroes chosen by them to save the fucking world.
Like, if it was up to us, we would have freed you by now, but you know who did this to you. You know what happened to them. It's kind of hard to, get in contact with them anymore because that, the whole splitting.
I'm sorry, Kiwi. I fault you for far more than you deserve. You're new to this.
I am back.
You're new to you. But I can't keep being with these people. These sort of people that just continue to make life somehow both bearable and unfucking bearable. Over and over again, watching these idiots that are so delightful die. Right.
In a pit of fire and burning hells.
Here's the
As
fucking
Whisper
greasy
is gonna-
grandfather and the fucking cavalry dwarf.
The cavalry dwarf. Even now, the cavalry dwarf, my dear, make me proud. I definitely have to say that I would understand your pain, although to me 300 or 300 plus seems a little bit measly.
Yes, because this is a fucking competition, Whisper.
I'm not making it a competition. I'm just saying the frustration that you have for this situation is rather unwarranted. I understand that it is unbearable sometimes. He kind of pets Allo's head a little. That they do make life rather measly and disgusting. But it's not about what they do or how they see themselves. It's about how you interact with them. And if you choose not to interact with us, we do not mind. But if you want my respect, you have it. All you have to do is ask me. Yes, and I am sorry I picked you up. It was far beyond stepping over bounds. I should have at least considered, well, that you might not like it.
You think this is you picking me up? Or perhaps it's you trying to make light of this, believing that you understand. You don't, but you keep thinking you do. You keep thinking you are the smartest because you are the oldest. You keep thinking all of you understand. And it's infuriating. Don't you understand? You all are not insufferable, you're sufferable, and that's the insufferable thing about it. You, Allo, you innocent, naive wretch, miasma and her fucking hollow smiles and her knowledge, you whisper in your pit of despair, and yet somehow experience in Trickstem. He's Trickstem, let's be honest here. I don't want to try and make it sound better than it actually is. And then Codi with a fucking rage. You're all just the same ones over and over again.
And aren't you being the exact same as the rest of us right now? You're acting like an insignificant child, bitching about everything that happens down memory lane. Why are you complaining like the rest of us if you're not wanting to be like the rest of us? At that, Whisper's form kind of flickers a little and filled with more frustration than anything at what she would consider actions. Just literally, she considers Uylz acting like the rest of the party right now.
You are really doing it again. You think I don't want to be like you? Is that what you think?
I know you don't want to be like the rest of us.
No! You idiot! I do! I have seen so many friends die. People that I have tried to become attached to that I couldn't because of what I am. I want to be like all of you. I want to be able to love, have emotions, be around long enough, have people that can stay around long enough, not bound to the fucking gods. I love the fact that you all have your issues. Yes, they're insufferable, but they are sufferable. And the reason that I can complain is because I want to be like all of you. And yet, every single time, there's always going to be people like you and me. People
that
who think we are everything. I rule.
Whisper's gonna set Allo down. And look at Uylz. What you were saying is you want to be like, well, not specifically, and puts his hand on Allo's head like her. You are like me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem that we face, and that is part of the reason we do not get along. I can see that now. Being an emotionless freak really doesn't help at all either, because it seems like I'm never concerned with anybody else's issues.
Allo.
Yes?
Get it.
Am I here?
And
Hello?
Uylz is going to walk away. But before he leaves, he will look at Kiwi. Look, Kiwi, you're good at what you do. And that is being nice and kind. And sometimes a little naive. But you're good at it. But eventually, there's going to come a day that all that kindness will leave you. And you'll become just like her and just like me. And I don't want that to happen. Please do not be like us.
Kiwi will just like look at you. He's like, that day almost came, like, quite some time back. When I lost everyone. When I lost my original reality.
Then I congratulate you on being stronger than I am.
Kiwi will just nod slowly and be like,
but keep your strength. And please keep Uylz's promise.
I will do. Kiwi will actually look to Uylz and be like, Uylz?
I just realized something. Allo, you're called Allo the Dragon. I have no idea how funny that is to me. That's hilarious.
I'm glad it made you laugh.
That's funny. Oh.
Kiwi will just look to you, Uylz, and just be like, when it comes time for you to make your wish, you come before me rather than the other gods. That way I can put through what you want. Without any of the bureaucracy.
Is my microphone on?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, cheers.
I respect that, KV. I really do. But, in all things, let us remember. I'm going to go polymorph a bird. I'll be back.
The door's locked!
You
underestimate the druid.
So.
And he climb up through the window.
Okay.
I want to lock the freaking window! We don't want anger shit today!
You mean tonight?
In general.
This is what happens when you join this
After that
party.
one break-in, she's probably locked up everything.
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to skip it to the next day.
Okay.
Uylz, you managed to sneak up to the window during the night. You tried to get in. Shenanigans happened. Basically, anytime you tried to get in, the homunculus would basically do like a Home Alone thing, just prevent you from getting in.
Don't mind me.
Do we just find Uylz wrapped up in something?
No.
Dangling from the window?
No.
Can we help you?
You would have burned the rope. It's okay.
Okay.
So, as you all wake up in the morning and go downstairs to get your breakfasts, get your provisions done, you see a lot of heavy damage done to your door and such. The Jivanta, as you wake up, pretty much like several people tried to break into your room at night and failed.
To be fair, I said I wasn't even going to bother.
I know, it's just Uylz's many attempts.
Oh.
Uylz is very determined.
You could even swear you see bite marks on the door. As if at one point Uylz just decided, screw it, I'm going to bite the door down.
Just imagine how awful that must have sounded at night.
I'm gonna look at the door and I'm just gonna mend the door.
Okay. And as you all gather your things, and you all exit the tavern, there's still a little bit of tension in the air between some of you, I'm imagining.
Whisper holds no grudges, so they have no reason to have tension amongst them. In fact, that would be part of the whole they can't do thing. Because much like Codi would sense, Whisper is just an empty husk when it comes down to having any emotion or like that.
Whisper is the void.
Pretty much. Whisper is devoid of emotion.
Uylz?
No, no tension.
Okay.
Uylz is back to his normal self.
Yep, so Allo, you were expecting some tension. Turns out not that much tension, which is probably the more disturbing thing of it all.
To be brutally honest, Allo is probably too distracted by being highly curious about both Uylz and Whisper.
Miasma.
From what she's learned so far.
Sorry.
From what she's learned so
Hang
far.
on, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just cut off Ranna then while she starts, but Miasma.
Yeah?
Are you going to attempt to slip the poker chip on Jivanta now?
No.
I had two eyes.
Okay.
I had two sets of eyes. I'm more than me. Try it.
So, as you all gather up outside of the tavern, you look towards the mountain as you prepare yourselves for the reason you've all been gathered in the first place. It's finally time to make your way towards the citadel.
Except for me. I just kind of popped in.
To be fair, several of you seem to have popped in.
Yeah,
doing it.
we just kind of came. We're just here.
I got dragged to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to end it for this week. Because
We're finally going.
Yes. And also I don't really want Dion to miss out on this.
We're going on our trip with our favorite kobolds, little devil darlings, little devil darlings.
I can almost imagine it as we were leaving the tavern, like Whisper and Uylz are kind of like semi side by side, and Allo's like that crouching dog behind them, slowly sneaking up on them because she's just like, I want to know.
Honestly, I feel like Jivanta at this point would just like flying way over flying.
And by the way, Ranna,
Come on, you're so close. Come follow me.
Also, I did mess things up slightly though. Not with the session itself, but more a case of I forgot to open up a separate window when trying to check Twitter halfway through. So for a moment, Twitter decides to start loading in the recording. I'm like, oh no.
No.
It wasn't just like open it up as soon as I realized what I was doing. No. Close.
There was no time. You had to wear up, just blur it.
Yeah. So, thank you all for joining in. We're going to count Santa's Little Ditty there as the outro for today, because it was nice. And we'll see you all next time on the Deviled Islands.
That same song was used for Runeterra. Bye.
Jivanta is bestie.